We are
Well,
live!
what?
And we are live.
Hello.
We are. We are the livest of live.
We are finally alive.
Finally.
Jeez, it took so long. So many extra lives.
Like, you have no idea, man. Like, no idea. So, we're gonna just spread this URL around. Boom. Scarlet Otaku livestream. Number 2. I'm gonna be renaming these later.
Okay, that makes sense. Gonna be finishing this adorable picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna be finishing this picture. I'm gonna, see if I can finish up the coloring and the lighting and all that jazz and get a head start on the second one.
Nice.
And I already have an idea of how the second one's supposed to go. The tricky part is drawing origami cranes. So, we're
Well, it
gonna.
shouldn't be too hard. And if you want, you can always do the extremely lazy way and just start cutting, pasting them.
I mean, that's what I'm doing, but I want to be able to at least draw a good number of them so that it looks, genuine enough. Because, like, here's the thing. I'm going for the 1,000 paper cranes on the next one. So I'm going to
Ah.
be needing that copy paste.
Oh my god, that's a lot of
Well,
cranes.
I'm not going to be drawing all 1,000. Let's put it like that right there. But what I am going to do is going to have at least a good number of cranes being strung out, and they're all basically in colored paper. And they're going to be hanging up on the window. And one of the characters is going to be in the process of making these cranes. And the light coming from the window is going to shine on him, and it's basically going to have the rainbow on it.
Ah, that sounds adorable.
Yeah. See,
What?
when you make Pride Month pictures and you're going to support Pride Month, you gotta be creative, people.
Yeah, they'll just slap rainbows everywhere and just be lazy
I
like
mean,
that.
it's okay if you want to have your characters in complete rainbow getup, but if you really want to have your characters look pretty and you want to, celebrate with the colors and everything, you can do
What are you?
so much more with the entire piece itself.
What are you talking about? According to Pride Month, being LGBT just means you're tacky.
No?
I mean, with all the bad LGBT art, you can argue that.
The joy of painting with Scarlet Ross.
So you're paying some happy little trees.
um, there are some happy little trees here. Hang on. No, no, wait.
Open another canvas and start drawing just a stick figure tree.
No. I forgot on the tree. I forgot on the tree. Okay. All right. And no, stupid fucking computer. This does this all the time.
Very prideful trees, says wild person.
That's a happy tree.
Wispy Woods is now canon to this character.
Wispy Woods is now canon to freaking D&D.
Yes. I will now make that the main villain of the D&D campaign I'm creating.
Now we're just going to be working with the flat colors mainly because that's what you do when you start coloring characters
Yeah,
and you start
makes
coloring
logical sense.
anything in general. Because you gotta start somewhere. You
You're
can't
gonna
just.
get in coloring outside the lines, or
I'm gonna color wherever I fucking want. You don't tell me what to do, boy.
okay? So you're going against what your teacher in school said.
Fuck school, okay? School is for
Just rem
nerds.
Scarlet, just remember that green is not a creative color, so you can't use that one.
Well, I'm not gonna. Okay, look. I already have green in here, so it's too late. The teacher can yell at me all the fuck she wants, but she
You
ain't gonna teach her.
uncreative.
I am uncreative.
How dare you? Now you can't use your imagination.
I don't look. I'm
You're
using my
banned from
imagination.
using it.
No, you can't. You can't ban me from using it. That's not how this works.
We'll blacklist you from creativity.
Can't do that. That's against the rules.
I don't make the rules. I just tell people. Stalking fan asks you, Scarlet, would you ever want to have kids?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay. Also, Wild Person asks, is Wispy Woods gay for Pride Month?
Yes.
The obvious. Well, don't you know being straight is illegal?
I mean, during Pride Month, apparently, but don't tell anybody that I'm straight, guys, okay?
Don't worry, you can just be straight passing.
I mean, look. Just because I happen to be a straight white grill does not mean that I can't support my fellow gays.
Your fellow gays.
I mean, they're my fellows and they're gay, so in that sense, they are my fellow gays.
Sure.
Shut up.
I ship it.
No.
With what? And with who and with what? You'll never know.
No,
I could be talking about something completely
I know.
different.
It rhymes with a pronder spricket.
No. Can't I ship you with Loudon? Is that not allowed?
I mean, apparently not, since
It's not because it's canon. You can't ship canon ships.
well, no, it's because he's black and I'm white.
Okay.
I mean,
Darn
you
it,
know,
Tom
I have to
Byrne.
take responsibility for my race, even though most of the shit that happened during that time period was not my fault, and I would never do such a thing in the first place. But apparently, that doesn't
I'm
matter
pretty sure my
anymore.
family wasn't even in America whenever that happened.
Yeah, my family wasn't either. Like, I come from a Hungarian and Polish family, so it's very, very much full of immigrants, which is a good majority of Americans. Thank you very much.
In their nationality. For all you know, they can self-identify as American, Ken.
Look. No, they can't. Because then they'd have to be Native American.
Let's see. Is the slaves of the slaves? If you don't believe, you better scream about it. Also, Keyblade Master asks, Scarlet, are you drawing Link? So I think that's a good
No.
question to talk about who you're drawing.
No. This is my D&D character. His name is Frangelico. Fun fact, he was the first character that I ever really drew as a D&D character. I didn't really play as him first, but he was the first concept that I had come up with. And as time went on, and I got to play him in a more, you could consider it a more bullshit kind of D&D thing. That's where he got more fleshed out. And in Ardman he just kind of came into his own after that. In fact, going into Ardman I didn't really come up with the whole concept of him being bisexual, and I just basically figured, like, yeah, he probably wouldn't have even cared about talking about it anyway. I mean, he's more the kind of guy that really doesn't talk about his personal stuff unless it's really important.
Oh,
So,
here I thought I was just Boone corrupting you.
no, no, no. Though I kind of liked the idea of possibly having him be bisexual. I just, thought it would be interesting. Some of the characters who actually do know him, will eventually arrive. I won't say who, but they do actually, make the note of, hey, so you didn't tell me that, I didn't know that you actually swung this way. And he says, yeah, because I thought it didn't matter. It didn't really seem to matter at the time, so, it wasn't really that big of a deal.
What a relatable character.
He's very relatable in that sense, I think. But I like it. I like it a lot. He is very much somewhat of the Robin Hood type of character, only instead of doing exactly what Robin Hood does, he he is very much a rob the rich and give to the poor being himself.
Rob to the rich and give to the me.
Yes. Even though he is classified as a ranger, he is somewhat of a pseudo rogue. But yeah, I'd go further into his backstory, but that would be spoilers for Boone Canon.
I thought it was spoilers for Hard Mandalaya, which is still being uploaded.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I got the series mixed up, I'm sorry.
I mean, he could always become canon to Boone Canon.
I mean, yeah, but I kind of want him to be more canon to Star Shooter commentaries, if I can be perfectly honest. Because, I mean, I made him. I actually have a human version of him. And
nice.
He's very nice.
Oh, nice is very nice.
He still very much contains the same kind of personality. I think it's just more of like how can I put this? He's a little bit more reclusive. Not for secretive reasons, but for self-preservation kind of reasons. In that particular AU, he actually is very into anime, but he's a closet weeb. So he doesn't parade it around. He kind of does like to watch obscure anime, but he will hide the merchandise that he wears so that nobody knows that he's into this kind of stuff. His family does tease him about it sometimes. His uncle doesn't get it. His sister just teases him for his taste.
Oh, so she just judges him based off his taste.
Basically. But that's what sisters do. I mean, you know. I don't understand what is up with this mouth here. What is up with the resolution on this mouth? I feel like I need to fix this. Hang on. No, that's too thick of a line.
How dare you draw thick lines? Hashtag thin line.
Close enough. Here is a fun little tip for when you are coloring eyes. Don't use pure white. What I use is a very light blue. Gives the eye a bit more life. And it's easier for it to pop out.
Yeah, that's a good tip.
Yeah.
Make things look better.
It just looks better. I tried this with traditional art, but it just didn't really work out as well, so I had to use whiteout. But the piece turned out quite alright. Despite that. Are there any other comments that I am missing because I can't look at the chat?
Let's see. People are strawberry. Yu-Gi-Oh is strawberry. Mouth Zindong, whatever the hell that means.
Mao Zedong? What does Mao Zedong have to do with anything?
No, it's mouth specifically, actually.
Huh. I have no idea. As you can see, looking at these, the whites for the eyes here, not actually white, but they look so much better this way. And we're blending. No. And we're blending. This usually works, but it's not right now. It's okay. I know green's not a creative color, but this is his color scheme, okay? Don't judge him.
Don't worry, I won't judge him. He is a good soft boy who will not get judged.
He is a soft boy. He will cut your throat, but he is a soft boy. He will try to cut your throat. He won't always succeed in doing that, to be fair. The guy, Fran, he let's be real. He tries to be cool sometimes. There are times where he succeeds in that regard. And then there are times where he just kinda where it doesn't really work out. And that's kind of funny to me. 'Cause like, even when you have a character that, you know, is supposed to be cool, when you have someone at the end who is just basically like, when you can't really take him seriously on that front, you know, I kind of take a little bit of pride in that. I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Yeah. There we go. And don't those eyes look pretty?
Yes, they do. Like, really nice looking.
Thank ya. There's one thing that I know how to do. It's to draw beautiful eyes. On boys and girls.
Boys being what?
Boys and girls.
Ah.
I know how to draw eyes on both boys and girls and make them look nice.
Stocking fan asks, in a slightly related note, Scarlet, have you ever met someone who's intersex or hermaphrodite? Or hermaphroditic is the proper use of that.
No, I have not. There we go. That looks better. And it just... There we go. Good, good. That is his face. His face. other questions
Uh,
in chat?
there's a copy pasta in the chat, but I don't know how relevant it is.
Probably not.
Scott and comment reader, do you like the gorillas because it's most certainly there, whatever that means. Also, I have a name.
His name is Zara. Fucking nerds, learn names
I
properly.
am the most relevant to this time of the year anyway.
Yes, you are. Because this is your time.
Yes. In more ways than one.
And now we get to color his pants.
What's his pants color?
It's it is technically a black, but I don't like using a straight up black. See, what I do is actually use, like you can tell from the color wheel here that I'm actually on the more bluish side. So it gives a better kind of subtle contrast.
Really, that makes logical sense.
Yeah.
Hello, who joined?
Hi.
It is a realm.
It's a realm
Yeah.
wars.
I am coloring.
I is a happy boy.
Why?
Cause my boy Snake is back!
Oh.
He doesn't have that booty though.
Oh, he totally
Just
has
like how.
that booty.
No, he doesn't. They toned it down just like they toned down the boobies.
Oh. I mean, I don't know. I don't think they toned down too much booty. I mean, you seen Bayonetta?
True, they just turned down the meme ones of Zero Suit Samus's breasts and Snake's ass.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think they toned down Zero Suit. I mean, have you been to the Smash website?
Huh. The people pointing that out wrong?
Actually, Smash Ultimate website looked at Zero Suit's page. Her entire render takes up majority of the page. Also, Ronnie, the Lasuna got a buff.
Good.
She now has a faster dancing blade.
Oh.
And then BJ had himself a fagasm when his wife was announced playable. Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
I give it a 6 out of 10.
Oh.
Oh, wow, you stingy bitch.
I'm sorry, but just gotta pay the bills. And that was okay-ish at best.
Son of a.
Fuck.
Also, I can't believe Mario just got eaten by Ridley.
I mean, you had to engage Ridley, motherfucker. Let's see. I can't burp. I'm only 15, so maybe I didn't need to read that. Zara, you're a dude, right? Look at my OC and answer that question.
Last time I checked.
No, it's more fun if they look at my OC and guess.
Look. I've met him, so I can confirm. Yes.
How dare you spoil it?
I can confirm that yes, Zara
I don't
might
know.
be boy or girl. Hey, I got you, fam. You think that I was gonna freaking leave here freaking hanging like that? No.
Fuck.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that to my freaking homie. Don't ever let me talk like that ever again.
Noted. I'll ask Loudon to ban you from it because you were talking like black.
Yeah.
God, I feel bad for saying that.
You should.
You don't talk like you're in Splatoon. That ain't fresh.
Your freaking face ain't fresh. Ha.
I mean,
Got him.
considering where I am, you're not wrong.
How fresh are you?
How fresh would you consider a rehabilitation hospital?
Oh.
Pretty damn fresh because they're helping people.
That's the middle.
Is it a good rehabilitation hospital?
No.
Well then, you're fucked. Sorry, dude.
Yeah. But hey, Zarek, I can't confirm this. You can still drop the box on people's heads. And
I hear the word chickle.
And it does hurt them.
That's good that it hurts them. Perfect in character.
If I can inflict damage and edgeguard by taunting.
I know. Luigi's actually the sociopath. He can do that.
Actually, something that I found funny. Apparently, you can use the box to shield yourself from attacks.
What a weird thing.
Like, cause Pikachu tried to F smash it with electricity. Snake just puts the box on. Nope, I'm not here.
I wonder if that was a thing in Brawl.
I don't know if it was a thing in Brawl. I just don't find that funny that I was like, I'm not here.
Nope, totally not here. I hope they bring back all of the conversations. The Star Fox ones, the Snake one, the Palutena ones.
Actually, I was discussing that with BJ. I think it would be funny if they brought both the codec calls and Palutena guidance conversations back.
What about the ones for Fox, though? He had his own unique ones. So did Wolf and Falco.
Yeah, but it's like, I just want to imagine what would happen if you had Snake and Pit together. They just both do their conversations with each other.
Yeah, like whoever starts it, it starts with theirs, and then the other gets in, and they get uninterrupted by each other.
Yeah, actually, no. Something I imagine is just like, wait a minute, are you talking to us? Are you talking to us? Oh, so I'm gone for one game, and you guys are stealing my shtick.
Otacon, who the hell are these guys? Snake, you're not going to believe this, but I think that's literally a god.
Otacon, considering the things that I faced, like witches and whatnot, I'm about to believe in anything at this point.
Let's be honest. Implying Snake doesn't already believe in it.
I mean, I believe in Santa Claus.
Wrong,
Sorry,
Snake.
I'm taking a quick stretch
Okay.
here because I actually work in an office now, which is awesome because it's the kind of job that I actually wanted. I don't get to deal with people too much, and the work is easy. There are times where I still do, but it's like few and far between, and even then, it's like small bits, like maybe 2 or 3 hours worth, and even then, the most of the time that I actually do have to do customer service, those days are those time periods are usually dead. So not a heck of a lot of people coming in and out.
Oh.
So they've
Right.
basically put me on easy mode, which is great. But one of the things that I do is just basically sorting and filing, and that's not too bad. There are times where I have to moisturize my freaking fingers so that, they don't fucking screw up on me. But one of the things that you gotta remember is that when you're doing something tedious involving your hands, and it's just small movements, your hands do still get tired. So you have to be able to, stretch out your palm and your fingers,
Right.
so that you don't get carpal tunnel. That
Yeah,
does
I was
happen,
gonna say
and
you
it
don't want that.
sucks. It sucks.
Yeah, I think I've
So
had that happen to me recently, and yeah, it does suck.
uh but yeah, right now I'm just taking a break because my hands have been already at work, all day today, which I don't have to worry about tomorrow because I got a day off, which is awesome.
Yay!
Hey.
Um, but right now it's just a matter of just getting my hand to calm down. I'm glad with the progress that I've got so far. I got the flat color is almost done. Just need
Yay.
the armlet and the glove. Actually, now that I think about it, do you guys have any questions about Frangelico that you want me to talk about?
Hmm. I can't think of any at the moment. Any interesting moments that you're willing to talk about, or have that already been uploaded?
Well, I can say this. I've used Frangelico in a previous campaign. Just to basically, A, give him a test run, like, properly, and B, because I really, really wanted to start getting into D&D, and my friend, was, running his own campaign, and, I was like, hey, we should totally do that. So, it wasn't necessarily a proper D&D kind of thing. It was more of a bullshit D&D type of thing.
Where everything's made up and the points don't matter?
Basically, he had his own world and everything, and it was really, really cool. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Let's see. One of the things that I actually can talk about, I think, is okay. Frangelico actually does have his own personal passion that he does like to do when he's not hunting. He actually is a very good cook. He likes cooking. He finds it a fun hobby. It's one of the things that helps him relax other than alcohol. But, I mean, this is one of the more healthier options. And basically, we had this other character, whom we called Smooth McGroove. And basically,
Smooth McGrew.
yes, he was a beautiful character. I loved him so much. I miss him. I really do.
I just
but
realized.
basically, Smooth McGroove was a character that that basically had come from a different time period and was trying to find a way back home. That kind of thing. And he had his own little quirks here and there. But that's a thing for another day. let's see. Where was I going with? Okay. But basically, we had just killed this really, really great, animal. And we're thinking, okay, we should, make some dinner then. And one thing led to another, and Smooth and Fran basically say, like, okay, well, let's see who can make the best meal out of this this cow that we've killed. And basically, I make my roll, and it's a critical success. It is the most beautiful steak in the history of ever. It's very, very juicy, medium rare. It's gorgeous. Like, imagine the best steak that you've ever had in your life. He made that. No, your dad didn't make that shit. Fran did. But basically, now here's one of the mechanics that we had for this particular D&D game. We were rolling with D10s as opposed to D20s. So if you had triple sixes or triple sevens, you would actually get some kind of intervention from the gods, whether they be good or bad. You can pretty much tell which numbers would be good and which numbers would be bad. But when performing this little cook-off here, Smooth McGroove rolled a 7. He rolled again, another 7. The DM said, roll one more time. And that was basically the house rule. Like, if you had rolled 2 7s, he wants to see you actually try to make another 7 so that, he knows if you need to have some kind of intervention or not. He made his roll. He rolled another 7. So he had not only an intervention from the god of valor, but also the god of chaos basically helping him make these fucking burgers. And they are the most heavenly things that they have ever made. And he automatically won. Fran was not necessarily pissed. He was more so of just like, well, yeah, no, I can't compete with that. Jeez. Fuck.
You had one job.
And here's the thing, they did all the work, and then freaking Smooth just looked over at Fran, and he's like, I don't fucking know. I mean, no. It's one of my favorite moments from that campaign. There's a bunch more, but not all of it I remember as well as I should, unfortunately. But even then, it's some of it actually does have some reference later on in Ardmendaleo. I won't say how, and I won't say for, what purpose that is, but it's there, so.
Here's 2 questions. Rel, how was your day today?
It's been good. It was mostly me freaking out.
The other one is Scarlet. Which would you rather play? League of Legends or Dota?
Which one has the least toxic fan base?
Yes.
I think that's the best you're gonna get.
Because fuck you. Plus, I don't really play MOBAs.
Well, the obvious answer is Smite.
Yeah.
Although you really shouldn't play Smite. It's a terrible game.
I don't know. I kind of like the concept of it.
Just a really, really bad League of Legends and Dota knockoff. Like, basically everything high-res makes.
I don't know. I mean, if the community is better, then possibly I might choose that.
Well, I'm gonna have to leave and get to work and shit because this place doesn't like me.
Okay, well.
Okay. Have a good stream.
Yeah.
Bye,
Good
Ron.
day, Realm.
I hope things are going okay with him.
Yeah, I do too. Something the matter?
Nah.
Oh, someone asked, are you a yandere? Just like them?
Well, if I told you, then I'd have to kill you.
Well, I mean, that makes the answer obvious.
How do you know? Okay. So, now that we've got the flats done, it is time to move on to the basic freaking shading. And then after that, we're going to do the lighting and shading for the entire piece. And then we should be done.
Yay!
Okie dokie. This needs to merge with that. This needs to merge with that. Let's start with the hair.
Gotta make sure it's the perfect type of pretty boy hair.
I mean, yeah. Fran is a pretty boy. You know, fun fact too. I kind of liked the idea of just him possibly getting confused for a girl. Mainly because it would be funny if they actually did. And he's totally cool with, you know, some guys just coming up and flirting with him. The thing is, though, if they're into women and they call him a chick or they call him, like, you know, something that you would normally call a girl when you flirt, he's just like, uh-huh, yeah, that's great. Too bad I'm a freaking, you know, dick. I mean, unless you're okay with that. You're not?
Oh, it's just,
well, I mean, no need to get pissy at me. It's not my
you're the one who
fault.
can't
You
tell the
just
difference.
decided to freaking open your mouth before you ask. But yeah, there are times where he actually does get confused for a girl, and actually, when first meeting Corona, this isn't really in Ardmandaleo, mainly because the first session got corrupted, and we couldn't really use the audio for it, unfortunately. Just, it happens, but one of the things that, you know, happened while, you know, having Fran's little one-shot thing, or at least during the first session when we first met him. Corona is a very flirtatious kind of character. He's he's one to kind of, to put it simply, he's Pan. So, And he's also a bit of a slut himself, despite being a prince, but, I mean, shh.
Oh, fucking gay.
But, one of the things that, basically happened when that session was going on was that, he basically, did the typical princely gesture of, kissing the hand and all that, freaking cutesy princely crap. And he did so to Fran, and basically Fran responded with, ha, you do realize I'm not a chick, right? First thing that he says was, yeah, that's not a problem, is it? No, not at all. Ha.
That makes it better.
Exactly. Frangelico is my baby, and I love him. I do terrible, terrible things to him. However,
Monster.
I love him all the same. Okay. Any other questions for the friend of the Jillico?
Let's see. Someone said hello. Someone said hello again. And true love at first flirt, says Pocky Gal.
Yes. Very accurate. Elf boy and fish prince.
I ship it.
As you should.
But if everyone in chat, instead of saying hello, said fuck you, says the person, says Skiller X25 milk.
Then I'd have to question on who you're saying that to. Like, are you saying that to Zara or to me? Because if that's the case, then I don't fucking get your logic, dude.
If that's the case, aren't you lactose intolerant? What, was that joke bad?
It was of sour taste. Let's put it like
that.
I'm not sorry.
Yeah, he shouldn't be.
And I never fucking will be. Before you ask, yes, Fran is also the type to make puns. Fuck you.
Is it for the same reason?
Yes. Because Fran likes to tease.
What a fucking gay lord.
I mean, yeah.
Pocky Gal says, that's puntastic.
Hey! I don't know. I didn't feel it was very punctual enough, you know?
Boo. Stalking fan asks, how old is Boonslayer?
Boonslayer is 31, last time I
Ah.
checked.
Fucking old.
Well, you know, look. Age is a thing.
Yes,
happens
age
to
is indeed a
everyone.
thing. It's also a concept.
It is a thing that happens to everyone. One day you too will be 31.
Oh no, you're saying one day I too will be fucking old?
Yes. So be careful what you say.
No.
Anybody else have any questions?
There hasn't been any since the Boomslayer question, so...
Well, I mean, I was more so saying for Fran, because he's the star of this particular one for now.
True. Who does Fran like? What type of people does Fran like? Both guys and grills.
Both guys and grills, yes, but as far as personal tastes go, when it comes to girls, he does not mind girls who are bitchy. In fact, if they can rob him blind, he is turned the fuck on. You think I'm kidding? You actually look at one of the episodes for Boon Canon, and I promise you, you will find a certain instance where Fran actually did get robbed by a girl, and he had the stupidest smile on his face.
Oh, that's fucking gay.
As far as with guys are concerned, I don't know if I would say that he has a personal preference, but I mean, it's more of like if they click, then it's cool. If they don't, then he's just not gonna show any interest. If they really want to try with him, then he'll give them a chance, but he'll, be a little bit cautious around them in a sense.
Okay. So he's shy.
He's not so much shy. He's just very, very slow to trust people, is the thing.
Okay.
Like, he'd very much rather do things on his own if he, can afford to do so, but if he can't, then he'll work with a team. It's just he's not really going to like it as much. But, he'll grin and bear it. He'll deal with it. It's fine. It's fine. I just thought that I could, handle this shit on my own. It's fine.
It's always fine.
It's fine. It's okay. I'm not even...
It's fine, he says as the plane's on fire. Let's see. What class is Fran? Asked Pocky Gal.
He is actually a ranger. He is of the ranger class. However, he is mostly considered a pseudo rogue. Hence why he's part of the Thieves Guild.
So he's a pseudo stabby.
Basically, but he doesn't really stab. He more so just like, gives you a hug and then steals your wallet.
Ah.
Or in the girl's case that basically robbed him blind, basically kiss you right in front of your party and then steal your fucking money. Like every single bit.
Cool. Sounds like the perfect type of person.
Oh, I mean, here's the thing. I was actually kind of leaning towards that particular one until Corona came along.
Oh, what changed, if I may ask?
Um,
They stopped being a horny fuck?
well, no, not necessarily.
Did it get even worse?
You reach a certain point where you just find the best dick, and you just kind of, think, huh? No one I ever will meet ever again is going to match up to this. I want this man.
I mean, yeah.
Basically.
Yep. Okay, 2 questions from Stalking Fan. Your choice on if you ever want to answer. What if everyone died? And have you ever watched hentai?
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Have you ever seen Digital Tie hold a hen? That way
Yes.
you've watched hentai.
I mean, yeah.
That's all that needs to be drawn is tie as a chicken, so you can say you've drawn hentai.
Well, I mean, I've drawn Ty.
The dumbest.
I can't say that I've drawn him with a hen, though. I mean, I've also seen a couple with that one kid from Digimon, but I mean that's a different kind of hentai altogether.
Oh, I can't believe some people are into that. Pocky Girl asks, has he ever been targeted by a hobgoblin commander before, or dare they say it, a beholder?
He's not actually fought a beholder before.
He hasn't beheld anything?
No, he has not. However, he has fought against slimes that were acidic. He has fought against land sharks. Those aren't. A lot of these are actually coming from the other freaking D&D campaign in which he was in. So take these with a grain of salt, if you will. He has fought. Let's see. He fought a giant skeleton. Now, here's the thing when it comes to Fran and fighting monsters. There comes a point where, he enjoys it, and then there just comes to a point where he's sick and tired of it. Like, I cannot tell you how many times, like, whenever I got so sick and tired of Fran just missing, or just hitting, but dealing hardly any damage. So, basically, there comes a point where I make a roll, and I take a shot, and Fran will actually get so fucking tired that he will shoot right at a critical point that will either leave the creature crippled or dead. I'm not joking. There was actually one point in time where we were fighting this, I forget if it was the actual, like, giant skeleton, but I'm gonna go with it. We were fighting the giant skeleton, and basically, it got to the point where he was just so tired of missing and just making the entire thing even worse than it already was. So he was just like, you know what, fuck it. And then he took the shot and he shot it, like, right in the eye socket, destroying what was inside. Again, I could be remembering it wrong. I could be,
So he gets so done with shit that he just kills things instantly?
Basically, yeah. He can get frustrated, and he can get to the point where he's just like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with this. Come on, fucking kill!
Yeah, but he's the most successful at that because he just kills anything, apparently.
Yeah. I kind of like it because I can relate, because it's just like, there were so many times where I was just like, oh my god, I'm so tired of missing. I wish I could just not miss. And then Fran is just like, oh my god, fucking, and then psh, dead.
Nice. Cable. Sky was just talking about the character she's drawing. Fran killing a skeleton by shooting it in the head. Or eye socket, I mean.
Yes. Shooting it into the eye socket and killing or destroying what was inside. I don't remember what it was, unfortunately, but I can tell you it's certainly not getting back up. Oh no!
That didn't happen. I was here the entire time, I swear.
I was worried. I was scared. Why did you leave me?
Can't say. Oh.
I can't say whether all goes. I don't know the lyrics to the song, so I'm just bullshitting. I will say that as a character, Fran is actually one of my favorite characters to play as. I may be speaking out of bias there, considering, first character I ever made and all that when it comes to D&D, but I do genuinely love playing as the character because I get to be an awkward little frick who can also
Awkward
have
edgelord.
deadly accuracy when he gets frustrated.
So he's an awkward edgelord?
Yes.
So he's Dante from The Devil May Cry?
No. No.
He's not that edgy?
No, he's not. He's not.
Got it.
I mean, he's got some charm to him, in a sense of like, hey, I got your back, all that kind of stuff.
Mr. Intersuck says hello. Hi.
Oh, hi. Do you play any instruments? I played clarinet for a number of, I wouldn't say years, maybe a year or so. I didn't really care much for it. But if you consider singing a type of instrument playing, I kind of do.
Yeah, I think it is. We consider that.
I mean, you're technically using your voice as a tool for music, so I kind of consider it an instrument. So, in that sense, yes, I sing. There are some instruments that I know a little bit of, and I want to be able to learn more of. I want to play piano more, actually.
Nice.
And I would like to get into guitar, but I don't have the time or patience for it, unfortunately.
And it's expensive because you have to buy strings.
Yeah. Whereas with piano, really, you can just get away with getting a keyboard, or, if you have room to just buy, one big grand piano that you can put into one corner of the room or something, like a big room. That would be the only thing that you would really have to worry about. I mean, yeah, there's maintenance, but it's usually not that bad from what I've experienced.
Yeah, pianos rarely need to get tuned and rarely break apart.
Exactly.
Unless you're doing some shit with them to break them, but...
Like, if you're trying to freaking do that typical freaking showgirl kind of thing where you sit on top of the piano as someone's playing it, and you're just fucking around and you're breaking, you're scratching the freaking wood. That's not good. You should not do that unless you're professionally trained.
Oops.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Mr. Anas, Scarlett, do you like rap?
I don't mind it. I'm not a fan per se, but there are some portions of rap that I really do enjoy. It really depends on the artist, but I'm very much into more obscure type of rappers like Naruse and uh, uh, Boy in a Band, basically. So not really mainstream type of rap, but more independent creators. So, you know.
Parking Gal says they'll totally draw him when you get done with the picture.
I would very much like to see that, actually. I want to see more pictures of my boy.
Also, Wonder of Weapons says, "Hi, Scarly."
Hi! Don't mind me,
Hoi.
I'm taking a break. Just a quick moment, because my hand is being like, oh my god, why are you putting me through this hell? Ah!
Hands revolting. Is it about to slap you or something?
No, it's just aching a little bit. I need to take a break, because, yeah.
All right. So Stocking Fan says that trying to be a good singer is just as hard as trying to learn the guitar, but it does. I do have to counter by saying it's still less maintenance to sing than guitar playing.
In a sense, yes, but it really does, take a lot of practice, is the thing. You gotta be able to build up your muscles in your voice and in your, your abdomen, to where you are able to sing more powerful songs and, to be able to sing better, and have a bit more range and all that kind of stuff. One of the things that I had seen previously from Boy in a Band was that he actually auto-tunes a lot of his singing because he personally cannot sing. And that's perfectly fine. I don't mind that because, he's better with rap than he is with, you know, melodic singing at times. But he started working towards trying to get better at singing. And I saw his video for that. And, it was actually interesting to see how much the progression of practice for about, I think it was like a month. It was just like night and day. He was able to hold notes longer. He was able to widen his range a bit. It was very interesting to see as a fellow vocalist. So I'd highly recommend watching that video when you get the chance.
Yeah, we'll definitely try.
Yeah. But one of the things that also helps is having a vocal teacher. I at first was against it because I was a naive child. Let's just put it like that. But after I grew a little bit older, I actually started taking vocal lessons from a family friend. And she's very, very good at what she does. She was actually in a lot of theater performances for community theater where we used to live. And I'd like to think that she still is. I could be wrong, but she's very, very good. She's a very talented singer, and she actually works with a musical group over at her church, in which they are really, really pretty sounding. It's not really like a full-on choir or anything like that, but it's a small choir of like maybe 10 to 12 people, and I think that's really all you really needed. And they just sounded really pretty.
Yeah,
Sounded really
sounds
nice. Yeah.
Reminds me, I've wanted to learn how to sing for a while now, but I'm fucking lazy.
You should learn how to sing, and it's really not that difficult to learn how, actually.
It's not surprising. It's just.
I mean, let me put it like this. If you have a good speaking voice, then chances are you're probably going to have just as good of a singing voice.
Oh crap! I don't.
I debate that. But even then, there are some people where I have heard their voices and I thought, oh, they're probably going to have a bit of a weird kind of voice. And if any of you watch people like Vanos, and you've seen some of his friends like Dahi, oh my god. Like, oh my god. Ah! I'm sorry.
That's
I
alright.
chilled for a second there. Like, when Loudon showed me that, I was blown away. Like, I was not expecting that good of a voice to come out of that particular sound in which he normally speaks.
Yeah. It's always interesting to see that. Oh, Wander Weapons asks, why did you want to get into voice acting / singing?
Singing itself was, a first love of mine, but the thing is that it started to become more of an issue when, let's just say, I started having some self-esteem issues. Let's just put it like that. It was weird because, like, for voice acting, I had always done impressions, but I never really, had considered seriously pursuing that kind of thing. I mean, I always had, like, my inspirations coming from people like freaking Tara Strong and E.G. Daily and a bunch of other people. But Tara Strong mostly. I would imitate a lot of the voices that she did. Like, so much so that Bubbles was my favorite Powerpuff Girl, and she still is to this day.
No.
But with voice acting, it just kind of became, a thing that I kind of wanted to try out. And I've gotten a few, I wouldn't say gigs, but like a few of them here and there, like a few opportunities, I will say. Some of them were good, some of them I deeply regret, but, I was a kid at the time who was just starting out, and you have to start somewhere, basically. So, all's fair. But
All's fair in weaves and war.
yes. But basically, I started pursuing voice acting more because I felt safer doing it. I personally did not feel safe pursuing anything involving the freaking what was it? I didn't feel safe in pursuing anything involving singing.
It's
Which is a
understandable if unfortunate.
Yeah. And considering the music industry and what I know of it now, I definitely don't want to get into mainstream music.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
not. But yeah. I mean, I don't dislike singing. I still love it. It's just not something that I do as often anymore. And, I mean, I know I'm, objectively a good singer. I can sing. I just choose not to.
Okay. Scarlet is Big Mask asks, if you were to take a job as a professional anime voice actor / director, name one dubbing company you would want to work with.
Funimation, hands down.
Yeah, that's not
were you
surprising to hear.
expecting anything less? Were you expecting anything less? Come on. Be honest with me.
Yeah, not surprising at all.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear that, I am as predictable of a fuck as I had originally hoped, or as I originally thought.
You can stick to Wonder of Weapon says you can stick to indie. Riot Games and other big companies would kill to have a voice like yours.
Oh, thank you. But I'd rather they not commit murder by doing so. I mean, that's illegal. That's bad. Killing's bad for you kids. So is dying. Remember that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, people die when they are killed.
Shit, yeah, you're right.
It's always unfortunate to hear that people die when that happens. I've always wanted to try killing, but I guess it can't because it ends up with people dead.
Well, I mean, it's just a part of life, I guess.
It's unfortunate. I guess someday we'll find a way to remove death from the world so we can kill things. Wanderer Weapon says, by the way, Scarly, do you VA11 Hall A?
A what in the what now?
I don't know.
Oh, Valhalla. I think that's what they're asking. Do I voice act Valhalla? No, I don't. I'm interested in the game, I'll say that much, but I have not really played it, nor do I voice act in it. I would love to voice act for a game. That'd be cool.
Oh, if I ever get off my ass with learning how to program, it would be one of my first choices, if not my first choice. Also, the conversation about death has internally.
Do what? The what now?
So Stocking Fan asks, what is the worst anime you've ever seen aside from Sword Art Online?
Aside from Sword Art Online. Well, I wouldn't say that this is the worst anime that I've ever really seen. That's more of a subjective point, right there. However, what I will say is that there is this one anime that I was genuinely interested in, but I found to be kind of boring after a while. I don't remember the name, unfortunately, but that's pretty much showing how memorable it actually is. It had this really interesting concept, though, of basically like different characters that were named after storybook characters like Alice and Oz and things like that. I don't remember the name of the series, unfortunately, but if anyone else does, feel free to leave your guesses.
I can't think of it. That may be more because I don't anime. Wanderer of Weapons has a guess of Pandora Hearts.
There you go. That's the one.
I thought that was a game first.
Was it? Because then if it was, then that would make a little bit more sense. And I would much rather play the game.
Pandora Heights. Oh, it was Mango.
Mm.
So it may just have had a game adaptation. I just remember seeing Pandora Hearts on a game, totally legally acquired game site.
Sure.
It's just, it was a paradise for emulators.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I getcha. I getcha.
Guys, call the police.
No! I can't go back. I just got out.
I can't go back to jail.
It's something that I don't. Something he said.
What?
He said before.
What?
That saying before. That I can't go.
I don't know. Connections being a dip.
Sorry about that. It may be on my end.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't want to place any blame on you.
Big Max asked both of us, name one anime that made you stronger because of how bad it was, and I assume we're still saying no Sword Art Online for both of us.
Yes. Because that shit is easy.
Well, it's your stream, so you should go first.
What was the question again?
Anime so bad that made you angry.
That is actually a legit good question. I can't really say, honestly. I don't know.
Oops.
I don't really have an anime that I hated so much with a burning passion that it actually made me vehemently angry.
Well, up on my end is let's see, the Log Horizon English dub. Lesson how not to dub an anime. It's literally just they basically took the fan subs in. That unnatural.
Yeah.
Thunder of Weapons. Saw YouTube channels.
Sorry, what?
Do you like Vsauce or any science channels?
Uh,
YouTube channels. Science YouTube channels.
That's a good question, actually.
Who doesn't love Michael from Vsauce? He's here after all.
I don't dislike him.
I like all the science channels, such as Vsauce, Vsauce 2, 10 yet.
I don't know.
Well, can we at least agree that the soundtrack for SAO is better than any of the modern pop music today, says Stalking Fan 15.
I've heard better.
Online soundtrack is generic.
Let me put it like this. Devilman Crybaby. That is all.
soundtracks from animes they like. So, how many soundtracks from animes do you like? Like the entire soundtrack, not just like the LP, the EP.
I've actually been listening to two particular soundtracks while I'm at work. The Angel Beats soundtrack, which is just the Girls Dead Monster album, and the Castlevania soundtrack.
I thought the Castlevania was American made, though. I
It
didn't
is
think.
American made, but it is in the style of anime, like Japanese animation. It's taking influence from Japanese animation. Just because it is made in America does not make it not anime.
So is Avatar an anime?
Yes.
Is
Fuck
Teen
you.
Titans an
Fight me.
anime?
Yes. Fuck you. Fight me.
But Teen Titans was very mediocre. Looking
Supposed
at
to
it from a
love.
more older lens.
Look. It doesn't matter about like whether or not the show was mediocre. If you're going in terms of
I know.
style, yes, I would consider it anime.
Ah,
Because
okay.
it's taking a lot of influences from Japanese media. Same thing can be said for shows like Totally Spies and Martin Mystery. Those Canadian French shows actually took a lot of inspiration from anime.
Okay, that is completely understandable. Yes, this is a Zara.
This is a Zara Rick. No. This is a Zara. Whatever happened to the Zaras of Ricks?
They never existed.
Oh, well, that's a darn shame.
They were like snapped out of the existence, I think.
Huh. Here, I'm gonna make a constellation of a dick.
Oh my god. I wonder if anyone will notice. Oh, now you need to make a constellation of a vagina next to it.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right.
Stocking Fan asks, what would you rather listen to, K-pop or J-pop?
J-pop. Call me biased if you want, but I'm not as big of a fan of K-pop as a lot of people are nowadays. Which, if you are, totally fine. That's your thing. This is my thing. Let's still be friends here, okay? We're still gonna be civil. Yes. Great. Awesome. I mean, a lot of people have been gushing over BTS as of late, and I'm kind of interested to see what that is.
Oh, and you'd been alongside that.
Do what?
Wanderer of Weapons asks what elemental bender you would be from the Avatar universe, and what would the second elemental you'd bend alongside that?
Earth, and then water.
Air. Oh, the joke is that they're all dead. Yeah, and water. It'd probably be water. But bloodbending, says Pocky Gal.
Bloodbending's pretty cool, don't get me wrong. But that's just
Wanderer
another
Weapons
form
asks
of
how
water
come-
bending. It's just controlling the water that is in your body.
Wonder if weapons ask why. Why would you choose those?
Um, because I like earthbending and because I like waterbending.
I like playing the healer class.
I get to be a tank and a healer. I get to be the paladin.
Plus, you get to throw rocks.
I get to throw rocks at people.
Let's see. Miles says, "Hello, Scarlet."
Hi. Okay, so now we get to some of the more interesting parts.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah.
You're little J.J. Abrams, aren't you?
What? No. I don't even know who J.J. Abrams actually is.
He's a director who really likes lens flares. Drawing with a mouse seems like torture. How do you do it? I mean,
I don't. I don't. I actually have a freaking tablet. I'm not someone who would do such a terrible, terrible thing to oneself.
You should do like a challenge week where you draw like one picture a day just using a mouse and MS Paint. I take that as a yes. It's just laughing
No!
endorsement.
You fucking moron!
Big Mask asks, would you consider Devilman Crybaby's animation to be similar to Western animation?
In a sense, yes. But then again, the creator of the series, or the animator of the series, pretty much already has that kind of unique animation style that kind of resembles that. So it's nothing new in my eyes, but
Stocking Fan asks, thoughts on Shotas?
I want to put them in my pocket. They are so precious.
Isn't that literally just asking lollies?
No,
Well, what's the difference?
they're boys.
Does that make it better?
Yes.
Boys can't be sexually assaulted. Got it.
See, I have this problem
Scarlet.
with my freaking blur tool, and that is that there are these speckles that have basically been popping up. I don't know why they happen, but I'm thinking it has something to do with either my program or my tablet. But either way, for this particular piece right here, this is perfectly fine because I want this to be sparkly.
Glowy.
Yes.
It's like it's radiating his gayness.
His bisexualityness.
Holy crap. Boone just broke my campaign with his one character.
What?
3 16s, a 19, and 2 10s in his stats.
God damn it, Boone. Why you gotta ruin everything?
Scarlet loves her boy's heart, says Stocking Fan.
Yes. Yes, I do.
I feel uncomfortable. Wanderer of Weapons asks preferred melee weapons to wield.
Either a katana or a scythe. Either that or a
Rapiers.
rapier. Rapiers are fucking cool too. I mean, actually, Frangelico actually has a rapier. It is a black one.
Meliz says Scarlet. Stop.
What? Stop what?
I don't know.
I don't understand. What do you want me to stop? Huh? What do you want me to stop? I don't understand.
I have personal reasons to want you to stop, but that's just me. Big Mask asks, what do you guys think about the film Death Tube? Death Tube. It was amazing.
I've got no opinion. Sorry.
It was that one Danganronpa live action movie thing we got with the
There's internet crap going on right now. I didn't quite understand.
It's
that.
alright.
Sorry.
Oh, is that a glowing pink tree?
It's not going to be.
Now everything's black. Quintessential amount of edge for him.
I mean, you gotta have that a little bit of that edginess, you know.
He's an edgy boy.
He is, and I love him.
Hey, if it's alright, I need to get going.
Alrighty, I'm almost done with this actually.
Yeah. Keep black. Go from the color to see it done.
Alrighty,
Later.
bye. And so here we are, alone at last. So how about them bears? I don't know. I'm terrible at commentary. I don't know why I joined the commentary community. I just did. Like fucking nerd. Okay, and lastly, the signature. No. Too thick. As you can tell, if you can look closely, speckles right here. For this particular effect, you know, for this particular flaw to happen, this is actually pretty cool. And that, as they say, is that. Well, yes, I like Death Note. I don't have a favorite opening or ending theme. Card game animes are boring, at least to me. Sorry. But yeah. Yay! Ugh. I'm actually pretty proud of this piece. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to save this as a PNG, and I'm going to tweet it, and I'm going to conclude the stream for now. I was going to start work on the next piece, which is going to involve another character involving paper cranes and all that good shit, but my brain has been working all day and I need some fucking rest. So what we're going to do is we are going to save this, pinch, and then boom, boom, and yeah, we'll try and see if we can get started on that particular piece tomorrow, preferably after I think Heaton was supposed to stream tomorrow, so I'm going to, leave room for her on that front. But regardless, thank you guys for coming out and watching and all that good stuffs. I love you. Mwah, mwah. I don't know why I kissed you twice on the cheeks. It seemed like a European thing to do. I don't know. I'm weird. Okay, bye.